Do you ever feel like the things we love the most come with a catch? Picture this: you're enjoying your favorite chocolate bar, savoring that rich flavor, and then a question hits: where did this chocolate actually come from? Was it made ethically? Are you supporting the very things you would normally stand against? Well, today we are looking into Tony's Chocolonely. Chocolonely, that took a while to pronounce. A chocolate company that's all about this question. A company that started by accident but now has a purpose that goes way beyond taste. And believe me, this is a story about chocolate like you've never heard before. Let me take you back to 2001, where this journey starts. In the US, two politicians introduced the Harkin-Engel protocol, aiming to eliminate child labor in the chocolate industry. Huge brands like Hershey, Nestle, and Mars signed up, pledging to make chocolate a safe and ethical business. But promises were one thing, real change, that is another. A few years later, a Dutch journalist named Teun van der Koken decided to call out the industry. He wanted to see if those promises were being kept. Spoiler alert, they weren't. So what did he do? Teun didn't just report on the issue, he went to extremes. He walked into a police station and demanded to be arrested for eating chocolate. His point? That by consuming chocolate made with child labor, he was, in a way, complicit. Can you imagine the scene? A journalist demanding arrest for eating a chocolate bar. It sounds wild, right? But it was a bold move to expose an ugly truth in a delicious industry. And out of this act of defiance, Tony's Chocolonely was born. From its very start, Tony's Chocolates wasn't interested in following the usual rules. First, just look at the chocolate bar itself. It's divided into uneven chunks. Some pieces are big, some are tiny. It's symbolic, representing the inequality in the chocolate industry. The bigger pieces, that's the wealth enjoyed by a select few. The tiny chunks, that's the farmers struggling for fair wages. Tony's message is clear. Chocolate shouldn't just taste good, it should feel good too. But building this message into a brand that could actually compete on store shelves, that was a steep hill to climb. Yet by 2015, Tony's has made its way into the US, where it didn't just find shelf space, it found fans who wanted chocolate that stood for something bigger. Here's where the story gets even more powerful. Today, 60% of the world's cocoa comes from Ghana and the Ivory Coast. And in these regions, over 1.5 million children work on cocoa farms. Many of them aren't in school, and some even face conditions that are nothing short of slavery. Tony's isn't just making chocolate, they're trying to change this reality. The mission is simple yet bold: to make chocolate 100% slave-free, not just for them, but for the entire industry. But think about that. One small company is trying to reshape an entire global industry, and it's not a small task. Tony's is transparent about every single case of child labor they encounter, and that radical transparency, it's how they're forcing the industry to confront its own dark secrets. Now, Tony's isn't just about making chocolate bars. They've launched something called the Open Chain Initiative. Here's the idea. Tony's has set up a supply chain that any brand can use if they want to source cocoa responsibly. Think of it as an open invitation for other brands to join the mission, to buy cocoa the right way. Even Ben & Jerry's, yes, the ice cream legend, has come on board, committing to source all their cocoa from Tony's open chain. This isn't just about selling chocolate. It's about Tony's leading by example and challenging others to follow. And at Xena, we believe in this spirit too. Just like Tony's, we're not here to simply fit in. We help e-commerce brands grow on platforms like Amazon and Walmart through AI and the expertise of our amazing team, standing out by doing things a little differently, ethically, and strategically. Tony's is now a $162 million company, and they've achieved this while sticking to their values. They're proof that a company can grow with integrity. But even with all this success, Tony's isn't yet profitable. They're choosing to invest in growth, especially in the US, where demand for ethically made products is rising. They've just set up manufacturing in Chicago, a big step towards scaling sustainably. And every step of the way, they're proving that growth doesn't have to mean compromise. Imagine a world where all chocolate brands do the same, where child labor and exploitation are things of the past, not the norm. That's the world Tony's is working towards. And the fact that they're expanding even with the odds stacked against them, it's inspiring to say the least. Tony's vision doesn't end with chocolate bars on store shelves. They want to make a lasting impact on the industry. And with recent partnerships and new laws tightening around deforestation and traceability, the future looks hopeful. It's a journey, though, a long one, but they're committed. They won't rest until chocolate is truly 100% slave free. And as they pave this way, they inspire all of us to think about our own actions, our own industries, and ask, are we making a positive impact? So, what can you take away from this story? If there's one thing Tony's Chocolonely teaches us, it's that impact can come from the most unexpected places. Sometimes it starts with something as small as a chocolate bar. Sometimes it's one person daring to speak up, to walk into a police station, to insist that things can get better. If the story resonates with you, just don't keep it for yourself. Share it. Let's spread Tony's message, because the more people you know, the more we can all work together to make change happen. And for those of you in e-commerce, at Zena, we are here to help you grow by standing out, just like Tony's did. With AI and a team of experts, we'll help your brand shine ethically and powerfully on platforms like Amazon and Walmart. Because together, we can make a difference, even if it starts with something as small as a chocolate bar.